Good morning, YouTubers. It is day 30. I'm talking about day 30. Day 30 of Vlog Every Day in April. Veda is winding down. It also happens to be Mosaic Monday. And so I am going to talk to you guys today about Donna Van Hooser. And I'm going to do an audio interview with her. And you can hear about an upcoming workshop she's going to be having here at the Treehouse Studio in April. April's done. In May 18th through the 20th. It's coming up really fast, guys. So if you want to reserve your seat, you need to do it this week because she's going to close registration here in about a week or less because she has to prep the glass. She does a lot of prep work on this workshop. It's a pet portrait workshop called Color Freedom. So you can do your dog, your cat, your neighbor's bird. It doesn't matter. Doesn't really have to be your pet. You could probably do a giraffe if you wanted to. Yes, a giraffe. So you just have to have a good block here, folks. But I am talking with Donna Van Hooser, and we're talking about the upcoming workshop. Donna, tell me where you came up, how you came up with the name Color Freedom for your workshop title.
Well, color freedom is basically, it's the freedom to use whatever color you want. And because we're going to be choosing our colors based on values. So we're going to take whatever the photo is, convert it to black and white, and then select the colors based on their grayscale tone. So for me, it's like I've been doing dog portraits for so many years and buying browns and, you know, doggy colors and I passed by all these beautiful glass colors and it's just the freedom to use those colors. And another thing, I've got this glass called Worcester Glass that is very limited in color, way more limited than stained glass. And so I have a stash of it, but there's certain colors that there's just not a lot of shading for browns and stuff. So in order for me to use all of that glass that I have, I just, you know, the only way I can do that was by making it by value only. But yeah, so you can put in the lime greens and the salmon oranges and scale
right
on the source. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to use our cell phone cameras in the class to take pictures of the glass to see where it falls on the grayscale and compare that with the black and white source photo. So it'll be really fun to see that because it's kind of hard to see the colors exactly where they fall.
It is very hard for people to see tone and value if they're not used to it. I think that's brilliant using the technology that way, and to think that it's technology we all have in our pocket, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's very smart. So, and didn't you say earlier you're going to be bringing grayscale printouts too? Yeah.
Yes, I have some printed out strips, grayscale strips that go from 0% white to 100% black and everything in between. And so they can hold that up to their photo and see, okay, here's the, you know, I'm looking at maybe 30% or 50%, and then look at the glass or put the glass against the grayscale strip and then take a picture of it in black and white and see where that goes. So it's a nifty tool to use to help you along if you're having a hard time seeing the colors as grayscale.
And tell me what the one thing you're trying to really expose your students to in Mosaic that may not have been exposed to before. What is it?
I think just seeing the colors differently. I think with cutting glass, it's you can teach cutting, you can teach endamento, and with practice you can learn to cut and learn to cut better. But it's hard to learn how to see. It's hard to teach someone how to see. So I think by reducing this to black and white, it really removes a lot of the subjectivity.
Right.
So I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can use that. Even if they're going to be using local color in another project, they can think about the value of colors and how you can play off of other colors by changing value.
It sounds like if somebody's taken your workshop before that they will still get a lot out of this new workshop because you're taking it in a whole new direction.
Oh yeah, it'll be really fun, I think.
It's going to be cool.
You can go for those pinks and other bright colors that you would not have been able to use in the past.
Well, I'm a color junkie, so I think this is going to be the coolest ever.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, so one more question, and it's not about the class. Tell me where you got that the idea for the telephone wire on the rooster project.
Oh, yes. I was working on a pendant, and I was using Pilate, and I have on my table I have a spool of copper wire that I use for beads, for stringing beads on.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, well, I wonder what would happen if I cut that into like a little staple type shapes and pushed them into the epoxy sculpt, kind of like Pilate. So I cut up some and I bent it into these little U's and pushed it in, and I thought, oh, that actually came out pretty cool. And then I remembered that I had a small stash of telephone wire from when I was a kid that I used to make crafts and things with. I know.
It pays to be a hoarder.
Well, I was able to, it surprised me, I was able to locate it so quickly. So
Yeah.
it was like right there where I thought it was. So I played with that a bit, and then I found out that it took me a while to locate it, to actually figure out what to call it so I can find it.
Yeah.
But they still make it. You can still buy it. The cable, it comes with 50 wires inside, so you have to do a bit of separating and taking it apart. But it's really fun. I mean, it's just the colors. And talk about color freedom. There's 10 colors in the cable itself. There's 10 different base colors.
Wow.
So dividing it up by value, I'm working on a project now where it's a